Barcelona is a football club that needs no introduction. But let's assume you're weird enough to not know what kind of a beast club it is. But let me tell you that, historically, Barcelona has always been that club which has been known as the highest spending one. Moreover, at Barcelona, many big names have gotten bigger, and to explain what I just said, Lionel Messi is the name that answers it. So in general, Barcelona is a great club, and today, we're looking at its history and future in terms of finances and player spending, so let's get into it. But before that, take a moment to hit the like and subscribe buttons. FC Barcelona, founded in 1899, is one of the oldest and most famous clubs in the world. It started with a group of players who wanted to promote football in Catalonia, Spain. Over the years, Barcelona has had ups and downs. It won many local championships early on, but during Spain's dictatorship under Franco, the club faced challenges because it represented Catalan identity. In the 1950s and 1960s, Barcelona had a great period with players like Ladislao Kubala winning several titles. Then came the era of Johan Cruyff in the late 1980s and early 1990s, bringing a new style of play and European success. In the 21st century, Barcelona has been very successful, especially with Lionel Messi leading the team. They won many trophies, including the Champions League. However, in recent years, the club has faced financial problems and changes in leadership, making it a tough time for fans. Despite challenges, Barcelona remains a symbol of Catalan pride and one of the most loved clubs in the world. Back in the early days, when Barcelona was just starting out, they didn't have a lot of money to spend on players. They had to rely on local talent and smart scouting to build their team. But as they started winning games and gaining popularity, they began to attract better players and invest more in their squad. In the 1950s and 1960s, Barcelona experienced a golden era with players like Ladislao Kubala. This was a time of success on the pitch, but it also meant spending money to bring in top talent. The club's financial situation wasn't always secure, but they managed to balance their budget while still competing at a high level. The real turning point came in the late 1980s when Johan Cruyff took over as manager. He introduced a new style of play known as tiki-taka, and brought in star players like Romario and Hristo Stoichkov. Barcelona's success during this period came with a hefty price tag, as they invested heavily in building a team capable of dominating both domestically and in Europe. The early 2000s saw further financial investment in the team, with players like Ronaldinho and Samuel Eto'o joining the ranks. But it wasn't just about big-name signings. Barcelona also focused on developing young talent through their renowned La Masia Academy. This dual approach to player recruitment helped the club achieve success on multiple fronts while maintaining financial stability. However, Barcelona's financial situation has not always been rosy. In recent years, the club has faced significant challenges, including mounting debts and issues with player salaries. The departure of Lionel Messi, the club's talisman and highest earner due to financial constraints, highlighted the severity of the situation. To address these challenges, Barcelona has had to make tough decisions, including selling high-profile players and cutting costs wherever possible. They have also looked to alternative revenue streams such as sponsorship deals and stadium renovations to boost their finances. Despite these setbacks, Barcelona remains one of the wealthiest and most prestigious football clubs in the world. Their history of financial prudence and strategic player investments has ensured their continued success even in the face of adversity. As they navigate through these challenging times, Barcelona's commitment to excellence both on and off the pitch remains unwavering. And before we move to the next part of the video, let me tell you that Barcelona had already surpassed the $1 billion mark in revenues back in 2018, which indicated promising signs for growth. However, things took a dramatic turn soon after that, as currently, Barcelona stands at a crossroads given their financial vulnerability. But let's take a look at why has Barcelona taken the turn for the worse. Barcelona's financial troubles have been compounded by a series of factors, each contributing to the club's mounting debt and financial strain. Firstly, their transfer market ventures post-Neymar sale have largely faltered. Despite making significant investments in players like Coutinho, Griezmann, Umtiti, Dembele, and De Jong, the return on these acquisitions have not matched the hefty price tags. These transfers were intended to bolster the squad and maintain competitiveness, but they failed to deliver the expected results on the pitch, adding to the financial burden. Secondly, Barcelona's heavy reliance on income generated from the Camp Nou stadium and their museum has left them vulnerable, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic. With restrictions on attendance and closures of facilities, the club's primary revenue streams were severely impacted, leading to a significant loss in earnings. Furthermore, Barcelona's wage bill has been a persistent issue, with the club reportedly overpaying players relative to their performance. High wages not only strain the club's finances, but also create difficulties in complying with financial regulations, exacerbating the financial challenges. The operation of La Masia, Barcelona's renowned youth academy, is another significant expense for the club. While La Masia has produced many talented players over the years, maintaining the academy and providing top-notch facilities requires substantial investment, adding to the club's financial commitments. The departure of Lionel Messi, Barcelona's most iconic player and revenue generator, further exacerbated the financial strain. Messi's departure not only represented a loss of on-field talent, but also led to a decline in merchandise sales and brand appeal, impacting the club's revenue streams. All these factors, combined with the unforeseen impact of the pandemic, have created a perfect storm for Barcelona. The club's ambitious business model, which relied heavily on predicted future success, has been challenged, forcing them to confront the realities of their financial situation and seek solutions to ensure long-term stability. So as of now, Barcelona is not in the best of positions in making any big moves. For example, acquiring big players or spending exorbitant sums of money like they used to do some time ago. So they have to make a comeback. Barcelona faces tough financial challenges, but there are ways out. One key step is being smarter about buying players. They need to choose wisely and not spend too much on stars who might not perform as expected. Instead, they should focus on finding value for money and investing in promising talent that fits the team's style. Another important aspect is diversifying their income sources. Relying only on matchday earnings and merchandise sales isn't enough, especially during tough times like the pandemic. Barcelona can explore new revenue streams like digital content, partnerships, and sponsorships to boost their finances. Managing player salaries is crucial too. Barcelona has been paying high wages, which strains their budget. They may need to renegotiate contracts or let go of players who demand too much. Implementing performance-based incentives can also help ensure players earn what they deserve based on their on-field contributions. While La Masia, their youth academy, is a significant expense, it's also a valuable asset. Barcelona should find ways to make it more cost-effective without compromising player development. This could involve optimizing coach staff, scouting processes, and facilities to get the most out of their investment. Seeking strategic partnerships and sponsorships can also provide a financial boost. By collaborating with companies aligned with their values and goals, Barcelona can tap into new revenue streams and expand their global presence. Improving the stadium and engaging with fans are essential too. Investing in upgrades to the Camp Nou and enhancing the matchday experience can attract more fans and generate additional revenue. Keeping supporters happy and involved through innovative initiatives can also foster loyalty and increase revenue opportunities. Finally, Barcelona must prioritize financial responsibility and transparency. By being careful with their money and openly communicating their financial plans, they can build trust with stakeholders and work towards long-term sustainability. So, what do you think? Why don't you share some opinions to help your club get out of crisis and shine again, huh? Anyhow, do like and subscribe and see you in another video.